What's up, everyone? It's Teddy, aka Jameskisau and MTGO, and we are so close to 1,000 subscribers right now. It's crazy how close we are. So I decided to open up the phone lines. We're doing a big pledge drive today, and we're trying to get to 1,000 subs. Call in during the recording of this video if you want, and we're just trying to get all those subs. We're like 40 away from 1,000, which means I get to bring Grixis Control to Eternal Weekend 2024. If I don't do that, I have to bring Doomsday. So let's do it. Let's get to 1,000 subs. We're almost there. I'm sure we can do it. And to celebrate the event, we're kind of doing a season wrap up. It hasn't really been an official season, or I haven't really zoned out what seasons on this channel look like, but I decided to just like take a bunch of people or characters from episodes past. We got Kaito from the Ninjas episode. We got Ral from the Ral Trophy episode. We got Jace, who was a more of a starring cast member last season, but is still around. We got the Bowmaster. Psychic Frog gave us a lot of trophies this season, so they're popping in. Baragoyf is hanging out. Special guest star Baragoyf from the Catacombs, another major player from last season. We're bringing him back for a bow. And also Fable the Mirror Breaker from the Chaos Defiler video. We're just going all out here, and all your favorites are still around, like Nimble Obstructionist. So yeah, let's get up to 1,000, huh? There's also a Patreon if you want to see even more content. At the $2 tier, you get an entire bonus league of content. Sometimes it's even a challenge, which is like 7 or 8 rounds of Magic. And then, yeah, we're on that push. We're on that push to 1,000. Let's hop into a league here and start our pledge drive. Any moment now, I'm sure the phone's going to be ringing. Welcome to the pledge drive, everyone. We're already seeing some familiar faces show up. Opponents are wishing us good luck. It's a glorious sight. Although Narset double Badlands is like a bit whack. Don't mind that Vexing Bauble though. Grindstone, huh? Really living up to the username over there. Grindstone Cowboy. Strix, okay. Well, if they go Soul Land, Painter's Servant, we're gonna have to be using that Brainstorm to really dive for something, you know? My goodness. My oh my. Not sure why I'm doing this right now. I can't force with that bobble around. Can Thoughtseize, we lose though. Damn. What an insane start to this pledge drive. Just the fastest goldfish imaginable. The good news is that this is a good matchup. The hell's going on? Oh, they just had it right now. Incredible. Incredible. They had 2 spirit guides on top of everything. Was that like the best hand ever? Incredible. Meltdown. Not Blood Moon. Opposition Agent. Bayou Groff. Infernal Reckoning is kind of weird. Not really for the matchup. Fatal Push. Consigned Memory. I think that's good. Probably don't want all these huge blue bombs. I'll keep Kaito. Narset. Liliana is also interesting. Probably not the best tool for this matchup. Trim Thoughtseize. And 2 Force Wills. Okay. That was a crazy hand. That hand was crazy. It's not just me, right? Everyone thinks that hand was crazy. Huge shout out to G dot dot dot. I'm not actually sure what their actual handle is, but they played the Buffalo Chicken Dip Legacy and made top 8 with one of the Grixis control lists I've been working on, which is incredible. Great work, everyone. I'm immensely proud and humbled that people want to play this deck. See, people are calling in. People are calling in. This is a time to celebrate Grixis control. Even if we go 0-5, I'm sure every game will be interesting. Even though I didn't get to make any decisions last game. Oh, this hand's pretty good though. We're not gonna get have the same thing happen this time. Do I hold up Consign or Bolt? Let's do this so I can cast Strix next turn. Oh, might as well. Might as well do some public outreach. We have everyone in the Jameskisau headquarters over here making calls and getting those subs. Thank you, Grindstone Cowboy. Okay. We'll go ahead and grab Volcanic Island and hit Brainstorm. I think at this junction I'm fine running a Strix into a Red Blast. You know, I said I was going to be okay with it, and I'll stand by that. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Now what? Well, you have to wonder what they're up to. Ponder. Sure. That's fine. I didn't want to brainstorm in response. That would have been a bit crazy, I think. Okay, these cards are all really good. But it doesn't even really seem like Meltdown's going to be good yet. That's always something you would like to have access to when you're fighting Painter. Okay. So if I trade Bowmasters and then double block, if I hit Bowmasters with the ETB and then double block the army token, obviously not super great. So why don't I just take this damage right now, see what develops. Yes, that's fine. Okay. Cast that. Okay. Now what? Brainstorm? Be ready to bolt if I have to? Okay, that's acceptable, I suppose. I really don't want to bolt this army, but they're down to 2 cards. Let's get to work. We're drawing Meltdown. They didn't fetch. They're fetching, folks. Oh. Okay. I'm drawing Meltdown. I could have stifled Chapter 1, honestly. It wouldn't have been that bad. Let's get this Strix in around a Red Blast. At least let me draw a card. Okay, well. Now I'm holding out for, like, land drops, I think. And if they don't have a bolt here, they might not get the amazing card selection. But I'm sure that's pretty tempting. Yep. Pretty tempting indeed. This is a fine trade. Wow. That is going to be a lot of reflections. Bolt. Alright. This is a lot of removal. Keep on pushing damage. So if they bolt Bowmasters in response to Chapter 2 happening here, it might be fine to... Okay, they don't. I was going to say replicate Consign and just hit both of those. I think I'll let this happen. I'll Edict. Try and retain Consign to memory here. Goblin Welder. Let's try that. No flash creature. Grateful. They also can't make much use of that welder right now. The land is okay. Not interested in blocking. I don't really want them to untap with Welder, though. It's such a strong card. So I'll consign this final chapter. I am going to replicate. Hopefully they don't have double Red Blast, I guess. Yeah, that's the plan. And then if they don't have anything too crazy mid-range to follow up with, we could be okay. Servant. Please don't have Red Blast, because I'm about to melt it down, baby. Or I could just Fatal Push. Let's try this first. Seems like they probably have Red Blast, though. It would make sense. Counter my meltdown. Okay, well, I mean, I might as well take stuff out while I'm at it. Sure. A little extra damage in there. So now the treasure token goes. Slam for 4, not bad. Now I just need to out top deck them, but they got the first draw thanks to Vexing Bauble. They can probably cast anything in their deck. It's not Fury, thank God. How about it? Brazen Borrower. Okay. That could be a sneaky surprise win. The phones are ringing off the hook, by the way. I don't know if you can hear them. Sure, we'll hit that. Hit that sub goal in no time. I'm gonna retain that. Okay, well, at least we can surveil with that. Whoa. I can't think of a better draw. Killing me. You are killing me. With your incessant hanging on. Maybe I'll just draw like Kolgon's Commando or Bolt or something. I don't know. That's good too. Shoot. They just keep on ripping. I want to rip too. Hook it up. Yeah, I'll do it. Waterlogged Teachings. Another pretty cool person. Folks, we're taking it to game 3. Alright. That was a close one. What do I want to do for the next one? Certainly not bring in Psychic Frog, or really any of this stuff. Additional Force of Will is kind of nice, but I mean, I'm sure they're packing at least 6 Red Blasts. It's just naturally good against my deck, and then throw in the Painter synergy, and I think I'm looking at my list here. Well, I'll take from the Catacombs. You're going to want to grind. You're going to want to grind. What do I cut? Last Hope? Kaito? Probably Kaito. Or maybe Snapcaster Mage, actually. Sure. Well, no, maybe Tamio. Yeah, Tamio. On the draw, etc., etc. Thoughtseize also is a very acceptable cut in this junction. Opponent taking a mulligan. Have Bowmasters. A lot of cantrips. Cling to Dust. I feel like I can make this work. They're down to 5. Which doesn't mean that much for a Painter. They have a lot of inherent 2-for-1s. No play. Which could also just mean Red Blast. Cast Ponder. Shuffle that. Perfect. That's what I wanted. I did want those other cards, though, but not the expensive. Not having 2 mana next turn. Now if they do something insane like Spirit Guide, Painter, Red Blast your land, it actually wouldn't be that bad for me. Because it does totally look like I have nothing. Bowmasters, yep. Engineer. That one's good too. They don't really have an artifact to flip, but I mean, that doesn't matter all that much. They have a dragon engine in the yard. Cling to Dust is good. Keep hitting our land drops is also good. I don't think Engineer will attack, but we'll see. Great Furnace. Okay, so they do have a flip. That means I need to keep Cling to Dust up at all times. I mean, there's also Bowmasters that can punish Dragon Engine, but I don't know. If I can just get this Engineer gone, or the Dragon Engine gone, start picking off 1/1s, how cool would that be? I think this will work. No response. If they blow me out here, I accept, but they don't. And that's pretty good. It's a lot of Bowmasters. Don't mind that part so much. Let's brainstorm. Hand is too clunky. I accept. Ponder. Crap. Oh, goodness. Could be worse. Could be worse. Also, if they just top deck a red source, they can unearth Dragon Engine before I have priority. It do be hard sometimes. It do be hard. They don't have red up, so I guess I just cling Dragon Engine right now. What if I didn't actually want these cards? No, I think I do. It just is a little weird being tapped out. Okay. I'm scared. Yep. They are free to do that. I just have to take it. Okay. If I can sign Chapter 3, I think that's fine. What if they do Red Blast? Then I have to like double Bowmaster the Reflection, which I don't really want to do. It would make sense if they drew Red Blast. They didn't play a land. Okay. Preemptive Counterspell. I mean, I'm really not doing anything else. Fury would hurt, but does this work? Yeah. Okay. Now what? Brazen Borrower. Still need that mana. Guess I'll just sit around, but doesn't feel good. I guess I'll attack though, because then I can still hold up Petty Theft. Okay, it worked. My board presence is like not pitiful either. They have a lot of mana. Painter Servant. Do you have a Grindstone too? No, thank God. So if your last card is Red Blast, then I suppose this would be fine. Trying to buy some time here. I think it is Red Blast. Okay. My aggression has been halted. Not exactly, though. Do that. Do that. And now I don't have to play the attrition game. And I still get to push damage. have force if they have a top decked grindstone. Red blast. Um uh oh yeah. Brainstorm. Not too shabby. Feel like we're in pretty good shape here. Plenty of damage to go around. Force of will. If they miss like one top deck, I feel like we're in pretty good shape. We do have to draw that swamp, but that could also mean hardcast Force of Will. I was hoping they didn't have Bowmasters there, and it seems like they didn't. Phones are going crazy right now. So if they have Bowmasters and Red Blast, Cling to Dust here would be a little rough, but even then, like, wouldn't be horrible, I don't think. What's the last one? Ponder. Okay. Bolt. I think we're going for it, folks. 2 cards over there. Yeah. GG's. Woo. You're making me cry, man. All right. So far, this pledge drive is a major success. I suppose I should be taking calls. Hello? Folks, you're not going to believe it. It's Painter's Servant themselves. And they said even though we just won, Painter's Servant is on board with Grixis control. Because as you can see with that first game there, they really had it all wrapped up. They have some incredible draws that can really beat Grixis control, so I think they want us to stay in the meta.
James, congrats on the big moves. I've always been a big fan of Grixis control. Don't get me started on that you be reanimated. Bullshit. They'll all eat fucking bands by the end of the year. I want to say yay what's up to all my.
Welcome to the second round here, and all of our friends are showing up for the pledge drive. Now we have Sumerian, who I mentioned in the recent Ninjas video as being a Ninjas master. Yeah, I was literally just talking about your Ninjas video. I was stoked to do that one. We'll keep this. And I think we just play teachings on, or no, I think we can. I wonder, I mean, the last Ninjas deck I played didn't have Wasteland, but I'm pretty sure some of them do. But I'm gonna go out on a limb and say maybe this one is not. Great. Fantastic. Go like that. It's so heartwarming when all your friends show up for the pledge drive. We're gonna make it, folks. We're gonna get to 1,000 subs. Brainstorm off the bat. I think you do that to look for Ornithopter. I would have been confused before I played Ninjas, but now I know. Luckily, they don't hit. And I think if they Daze Baleful Strix, I think I'm okay with that. It'll set them back some pretty valuable mana. Yes. Even though it's more exciting to invalidate Daze altogether, sometimes you gotta play into it a little bit. They don't shuffle. Okay. So if they're relying on a fetch land to make use of the whole ponder or cast something else, how crazy would it be to just do a nasty tempo line here with Nimble Obstructionist? Because I don't want them to play a frog right now. Lorien revealed. Okay. Okay, that stopped the train momentarily. Narset. Getting this in seems pretty important. So I will force to try and get it in. Days. Force of will. Don't need that waterlogged teachings anymore. Yet another days would be, well, absurd. Okay, now they're forcing. And I can't pay for Narset, unfortunately. But they also have no lands out, so it's kind of hard to feel too bad. It's been a wild game. So they've redrawn the Brainstorm and Ponder cards. That happened. Okay. Gotta make use of this Force of Will somehow. I'm really counting on this being a Psychic Frog. I'd be kind of confused if it wasn't. Oh, interesting. Okay. Maybe Bowmasters? Landing Strix into that is kind of rough. But it would let me beat yet another Daze if I had to force. Discarding Swamp. That's really interesting. Bolt. Okay. I guess if I draw a cantrip, I wouldn't mind doing that either. Okay. I think I just hang out. They're developing a little more than I expected. Shieldred's Edict. I accept. Now there's some temptation to make another land drop here. Just because I don't really want 2-for-1 myself. But I will first see if I draw one. Brainstorm. Cast it. Okay. Put back probably Lorien Revealed and Force of Will, I guess. It's a little risky, but if I can just stay like way up on cards, and Cling to Dust will definitely help me do that. I think I'll be in very good shape. Okay, they have something to say about that. Okay, they're going to Surveil. Putting Fatal Push in the yard. Yeah, this is good stuff. The kind of thing you want. Okay, they've yet to play a Kaito out. I would like to apply some pressure. Even though playing the first Bowmasters against a deck that also might have Bowmasters is a little silly. So far, so good. And with a triple bolt situation, I don't know, we're just in a weird spot. Very disciplined on the Bowmasters there. Can't exactly have them doing Kaito. So that means I need to bolt both of these, and that attack might have been a little risky. Actually, I don't mind Kaito that much because I have Shieldred's Edict. I think. Yeah, let's let that happen. So first we need to bolt that so they don't return that to their hand and get extra value that way. But if I let them ninjutsu that army token, I can get 2 birds stoned. Okay, it's Infiltrator. Got it. Well, I don't know. I'm not so wild about the triple bolt line anymore. Pitching Psychic Frog. So I'm drawing Cling to Dust next turn. Do 1 right now. Whoa. Quite a draw. So pretty clearly get Bowmasters here. This is by far the most powerful application of Kolaghan's command, I think. I don't know. Sometimes destroying a huge artifact also feels good. Alright. Keeping them off their mana in the early game was pretty nice. So they have Fatal Push. I don't know how great Psychic Frog is going to be. They grind really well, and from the Catacombs is not great into Psychic Frog either. Bayou Groff is a little more resilient to Fatal Push, but not really. I think I can trim one Cling, one Force of Will. Planeswalkers are a little hard to defend against ninjas, and also they're playing Daze, so go like that. Well, Liliana I think is fine. Ral is also pretty cool, but I know that Sumerian plays Hydroblast, so actually I'm gonna also cut Fable for that reason. Get Bayou Groff and bring back Cling, or no, I'll just have all the forces on the draw. That seems fine. You can also cut Kolaghan's command since Hydroblast is such a concern for the card. But being a deck with what's it called? Oh, being an instant makes Kolaghan's command a lot more maneuverable, which is nice. There's Ornithopter. I really don't want to force that, but it's going to be really hard to, especially when they are clearly signaling a Daze there. So they're going to get some ninja value here, unfortunately. I'll just cantrip off Cling and see what I can do. The Edict's installation is also pretty strong because they can immediately redeploy Ornithopter. Ah, it's Yuriko. Yep, pretty good. What's the damage? Kind of a lot. Redundant legend, but still pretty strong stuff. Ornithopter's back. Alright. Just go ahead and cantrip. Keep them off of Murder's Cut. I was going to say, there's not much penalty for dazing there. I feel like they have everything they want set up. I think we're good on land. It's going to be important to get this Kaito in. But it will be hard to keep it established. I can't block this Ornithopter. And it's attacking. Okay. Okay, force. Does that mean they don't have Daze? I'll force back. Pitch Ponder. Okay, my Bowmasters have resolved. That is nice. I need to block Yuriko. Interesting. Psychic Frog. Man, this Edict is not looking good. Brainstorm. Yeah. Very much in trouble right now. Lightning Bolt. Well, it's pretty easy to put 2 lands back, I'll tell you that much. But beyond that, we're kind of in trouble. This dang Ornithopter. Literally killing me. So I need to concede them a card to Psychic Frog. Hopefully my Bowmasters is still around at that point. Or something I could do is attack, they might block, and then I can finish off Psychic Frog with Bolt if nothing else happens. But it's not worth it. Scary stuff. That's not even accounting for the fact that they might have Hydroblast, which is a big problem. These basics are making me nervous too, so I will also get basics. It's safe to bolt this now because they pitched another Yuriko there. They're going to force. They're just going hardcore. So yeah, nothing to say about that. Their final card is not a ninja, but they're going to get 2 cards here. Pretty wild. Ponder, that hurts. I'll actually make it a penalty if they do cast it, though. I can finish off Ornithopter that way. Okay, they're gonna hold. Got it. How about a Red Blast or something like that? Brazen Borrower? Probably good enough. I mean, not good enough, really, but... Because that Edict is still in the way. I mean, the Ornithopter is still in the way. So I think what I need to do is tap down Psychic Frog and hope they don't have enough power to clear Kaito afterwards. Just ninjas everywhere. Not to mention, Yuriko does need to damage a player, not a planeswalker. That Psychic Frog templating is insane. Tap that down. Ornithopter is so in the way. I guess I could bounce it with Petty Theft. Just kind of having a hard time, you know. They're going to ponder. I'm not too concerned with their life total, so I guess I'll just put more damage on Ornithopter. What else can really be done? Attacking Kaito. I think I let that happen. Because it's not going to give them a card. Tamio. Oh, how do I get through this? I mean, if they do just chump block Kaito, yes, that is very good. Hopefully. If they chump block Kaito, it does give me the chance to... I don't know. I'm just going to full swing. I really want a card off Kaito right now. Surveil 2. A land sounds pretty good. I'll bend the Ponder. Take the land. Play the land. Snap Bolt is probably the most important thing here, right? Force of Will. Okay. So I guess this turns into just Petty Theft on Yuriko. Yes. But I guess I shouldn't let them untap. Well, I got a clue token, which is rough. But with one card in hand, I'm beating days with this mountain. Oh, that was stupid. They can ninjutsu Tamio. Wow. I just played this deck too. Okay. They might choose to clear Kaito instead of getting a card off Yuriko, which is nice. Tamio's back. Alright. Psychic Frog will untap next turn. Cast Ponder. I don't find any of this very useful. So let's shuffle. Force of Will is not useful either. So I guess I just cast Edict. Not even sure who they're going to drop. I think I screwed this game up. I think if I bounce Yuriko during combat, life is pretty chill. As it stands, I think we're kind of screwed. The phones are too loud. They're distracting me. Block Yuriko. Kaito replaces the frog, sure. Don't kill me. Ooh, that hurts. Now what? They're gonna Edict or play Frog? They're gonna play Frog. Okay. And they're gonna go up with Kaito. Guess that makes sense. Now Yuriko's out of bolt range. I think I screwed this up really badly. Brainstorm. How do I get out of this? Baleful Strix. It's not bad. We're still in rather bad shape, though. I still need another answer off this. Maybe if I hit another Strix after this, I can afford to not block Yuriko. And then if they flip a land off Yuriko, I don't know. It's hard. Kolaghan's command. Ah, this is so close to being good. I think I'm just barely gonna die though. I mean, I can get them to discard the edict, I guess. I guess that's good enough. I guess I should do that on their upkeep. Oh wait, no, that's so dumb. Then they can actually just cast it. I'll give them the choice. It is up to you. Interesting choice. I think I just hit Kaito here, right? Eh. Not much of a choice there. Oh, yeah. They can do that too. Ooh, maybe I didn't play that very well. Maybe I should turn off the phones so I can lock in here. Okay. On the play. Kind of like the thought of Psychic Frog, because I feel like they're probably... This is a little tricky, but I think they're going to go down on removal. So let's also trim Narset, Force of Will, probably Thoughtseize as well. Cling to Dust actually might not even be castable if they have a Psychic Frog on board. No evidence of Hydroblast. Doesn't mean they don't have it, though. I need to bring some stuff in. Let's go Thoughtseize. From the Catacombs. Just the most insane cards. Yeah, I'll take a Cling to Dust. Consign to Memory is a little too small ball. Even though it does counter Ornithopter. Definitely does that. And we need to keep Kolaghan's command. We need to respect Retrofitter Foundry and all that stuff. Yeah, this hand's good, right? It's actually really good. Provided they don't have too many threats. But they need at least one. I need a target for From the Catacombs. Okay. Pretty clear take of what? Tameo here? And I can Bolt Voidwalker. Nile Spellbomb. Well, at that point they either have to bomb their own graveyard, which is where the card I'm going after will be, or bomb my graveyard to get rid of From the Catacombs, or I'm going to cast it again. It's just kind of tough on them, you know. But yeah, we're definitely taking Tameo, right? It's too bad if they... Or I could take Force of Will, because they cast Tameo, I can bolt it. That goes wrong in a lot of ways. Pretty easy choice there, I think. It's a strong hand. It's perspective, but it's strong. They didn't run out the spell bomb. Not sure what to make of that. Uh-oh. Alright, there's land number 5. No more, please. Don't need any more of those. Oh, they probably did this so they could surveil, which means I think they did not top deck a land on their draw step. Okay, they've been a spell bomb. Are they going to hit the land for Voidwalker? They hit a Tameo. That's pretty good. Now they can protect that with Force of Will. But they do need the land to activate Ninjutsu. Try and make something happen here. Help. Cling to Dust. I'm going to bin that one. Help. The suspense is killing me. Ooh, Baleful Strix. That's a good one. I'd rather have that resolve than Bolt, right? Is that true? I think it's true. I think that's also true. It's definitely more value positive, but also having the creature gone is important. We'll see. Okay, they pitched Kaito. Please don't Daze. Okay, their last card was not Daze. Bowmaster is nice. Okay. Their last card might be a removal spell, though. If it's Murderous Cut, then I also can't, like, get that Tameo with From the Catacombs like I want. What do I do about that spell bomb? I think it's like I said, like, they might blow it preemptively so I don't get to escape Cling to Dust and get even further ahead on cards. Or they might Or they'll probably blow it in response to From the Catacombs, and I can escape from the Catacombs. Give them another creature to target. I'm worried about that Dauthi Voidwalker, though. That thing needs to go. Oh, no. I think it's fine to cling to dust this turn. Can't think of much that would let me, or make me want to cast Bowmasters. I guess if they brainstorm, that'd be a fine thing to do. Oh no. Yep, that's pretty good. They gonna hit bomb in response? No, okay. Need to leave like one in the deck for the initiative, even though introducing the initiative against Dauthi Voidwalker is kind of insane. Somehow I also doubt that they're going to play back to basics, but I suppose I shouldn't have it be like complete Armageddon against me. If I could target my own graveyard, I think I would. They might just target their own graveyard here, I don't know. Deny me that draw. No, and there's Bolt. Things are really working out for me. It's nice. It's nice when things work out for me. Obviously can't cast From the Catacombs this turn per se. Oh, that's a good draw. Well, kind of. I don't know. It does put cards in the graveyard for From the Catacombs considerations. Okay, they want to force that. That is actually pretty bad for me. Don't want that card around. What do I do? I think I will play Liliana and tick up on Voidwalker. And hope to dodge a top deck. They also might feel like they can cantrip with Spellbomb now that Voidwalker's around. If they're a little light on action in their hand. Attacking with Tamiyo. Putting in damage on Liliana. Now they're going to brainstorm to make sure that Tamiyo does not get in harm's way. So Bowmasters would have been pretty good there. But on the upside, I have a Planeswalker, which is really cool. Can't argue with that. No comment on any of this. Force. Not great. Tick up. Bowmasters. Ooh, I wonder if they have Force blue card. Did they stack Force blue card? That'd be a god tier brainstorm. Yikes. Damn. That is so rough. Tamiyu's not the greatest target for From the Catacombs either, because if it transforms... Actually, I don't know. They already have a Tamiyo, so maybe it wouldn't be that bad. I don't know. Damn. I mean, it is a 2-for-1, but now what, you know? Now what? If they reach for something with Tamiyo, maybe I can attack it off the field with Strix. No, they're going upstairs. Well, that must be stopped. A little help here. Red Blast. Shieldred's Edict. A lot of good stuff. Ponder. That's gotta help out, right? They have no cards in hand. This is kind of the time to do it. Yeah. Everything. Can I afford to let Tamiyo stick around for another turn? I think I can afford to let Voidwalker stick around for another turn, if anything. But what am I putting in exile for them? They have Bowmasters. I don't know. I think I'm going to get all risky. I'm going to get really risky here. Okay, I was really afraid they were going to crack a clue token and then daze me, because then I'd have to shuffle away that Pyroblast, which would have been really bad. They did not crack the clue. That is some 10D chess. Oh, probably playing around Bowmasters or something. I don't know. Okay, here we go. Pyroblast with Force of Will backup. Can I do it? Can I do it? If they Hydroblast and then crack a Clue and Daze, they absolutely deserve it. Okay, no comment. Um, there's a land after that? Yeah. Wow, that was lucky. I mean, I knew that was there. Sure. Can't in good conscience, cast that Bowmasters when it can team up with Liliana to take out something with 2 toughness. That is just a lot of good stuff. Okay, no hard cast Kaito there. We're also not really in a position to cast from the Catacombs. Maybe this wasn't the best card to bring in against the deck with flash creatures and stuff. Fatal Push, that makes me feel a little better about it though. Feels like we do kind of have to end this game. Bowmasters. Could force. Nah. I don't want them to force blue card though. It'd be great if they just used all their cards, you know? That would be very preferable. If Liliana can just take that army out, I'd feel pretty good about that. Sure. That one's fine. That's a pretty good target for From the Catacombs, actually. I mean, not as good as Orcish Bowmasters, but it's not bad. And now they're tapped out. So now I think I'm 100% good to cast that. All right. GG, Sumerian. Thanks for participating in the drive. And back to what I kind of always believe, I didn't even need to cast From the Catacombs. It was a really helpful tool and a really powerful one in the crazy Bant 4 or 5 color control dominance days. Those decks don't really show up anymore, and this card is kind of win more. But glad you're here today From the Catacombs. All right, let's check the calls here.
Congratulations, Jameskisau, on this final push. It was always such a joy playing Affinity against you back when you first started. You should have stuck with that archetype as it is dead-ass based.
Well, we've been up all night here at the headquarters, and just a little update. We're almost there. It's really been paying off. Phone's ringing off the hooks. I'm sure you've heard a couple excerpts by now. And I think it's about time to start the third match. People are clamoring for it. Okay, here we go. We won the die roll. Never a bad place to be. And I do like this hand. Alright. It's fine to start with Ponder here. Bowmasters is pretty strong, but I don't want to draw another land yet. Okay. Fine. Lair of the Hydra, huh? Exploration. I'm gonna let it slide. They only have 3 cards left. If I can police a loam, then I think that's my best bet to win. Kaito. Okay. Dang. Too many lands. Alright. Tried Arbor, go. What is this? Opposition agent? It is. Well, I do have a bolt, but I can't let this happen at all, so I'm gonna force, but what do I pitch? I guess Ral generates more value than Kaito in a vacuum, so We'll do that. Seems like it'd be pretty important. Sure. Alright, I guess the plan is to just bolt and edict. Get that board entirely clear. Slam morale. Go nuts. Kolaghan's Command. That one's good. Gotta do the +1 at present. Lair of the Hydra can pick off Ral, and that would not be any good. I'm almost expecting Endurance. I'll probably just chump block that. Make a blocker. Opposition Agent, though. Ah, Worldly Tutor. For what? Metamorphosis Fanatic? Oh, Plague Engineer? Worldly Tutor is card disadvantage, which is very good for us. We like that. Snapcaster Mage is also nice. Let's just get them empty. Get more loyalty on Ral. What's in their hand? Not Loam, I hope. Okay, Zenith, got it. I'm gonna just like speed run this emblem, I think. If I draw a land, I can get to 10 loyalty next turn, which is pretty nuts. Phones are going nuts over here. People love seeing Grixis control win on turn 5. It's rare. Take Psychic Frog. Blood Moon is also pretty tempting. From the Catacombs. Baragoyf. Fatal Push. Opposition Agent. Still doesn't really feel like I know what this deck is up to, though, so. But I don't think Narset's going to be where we want to be. Liliana seems pretty good. You can pick off Dryad Arbor at the very least, and maybe even Noble Hierarch at most. And Exploration seems odd to me. I'm pretty sure they have Life from the Loam or something like that. Maybe we can trim Jace against a creature deck. On the draw anyways. 1 Force. 1 Thoughtseize. I think it's between Liliana and Fable. That's a tough one, though. Alright, we'll trim... No, it's a creature deck. We'll trim Fable for now. Hand looks pretty good. If I have to force, I have to force, but if I don't, getting the Tameo is pretty nice. I think in a Dark Ritual Opposition Agent, I could just wait a moment in that case. Hit him with the Fatal Push. Oh. They do have Loam. I knew it. I knew it. Okay. Well, I didn't bring in Surgical. But Frog backed up by Force of Will is usually a pretty winning combination. Quite winning indeed. They dredge some stuff. We're going to force the swords. They're going to pass the turn. Cool. That's a nice draw. I mean, I wish I still had my Brainstorm, but I think we'll make do. Okay. Abrupt Decay. Okay, well, can't really beat that one. I would have started with that over swords, but maybe they're just trying to exhaust my removal. So they got Loam and 2 unknowns. And that Nurturing Peatland probably grind us out. Yep. If they play that peat land, even if I draw Cling to Dust, they can protect Loam. Gaddock Teague, sure. I think I'll just push that. Now let's surveil. Yes, that's good. Very good indeed. Until they find a wasteland. And then I'll be sad I wasn't prioritizing land drops, but until then, getting back Psychic Frog. Or we could also just, like, wait and see what happens. But if this is only a value engine, if they don't have, like, a Dark Depths thing they're working towards, yeah, they probably want to take some natural draws. Knight of the Reliquary. Yo, we can bolt that right now, which is kind of crazy. Unless they play out a land before they pass priority, which they'll probably do. But then I can just Bowmaster it. Yep. Can even get them on the hook for another trigger, which is kind of nice. Apply some pressure here. They're probably going to dredge. Yeah. So that did not work at all. That was like just a bad play. Sorry, everyone. Now everyone's mad. And they have Knight of the Reliquary. Sylvan Library is so interesting as well. Alright. Let's try and pull ahead here. We have Opposition Agent. Okay, so if they wait until my end step, we can actually clip. Even though they're probably playing quite a bit of removal. Just Abzan stuff. Grist. Sure. Oh god. Bolt. It's not bad. But I guess we're just working towards the ultimate. I wanted that fatal pushback, but yeah, they found Jukabog at some point. I think they still have another land in hand as well. And they have Life from the Loam in their hand too. So yeah. Hopefully their last card is not Source of Plowshares. Okay, well they just sacrificed their untapped land, so let's do that. Outland Liberator, got it. No Wasteland. Oh, there's Wasteland. Do I just want that? I think so. Do they have any basics left? They don't have any basics left, so I can also just Ghost Quarter. But I don't have my Blood Moons in. Yeah, this is gonna be a tough deck to beat. Fiendard's in. Marin of Clan Neltoth. Like, these are just really strong cards. I need to get that Knight gone, even though my Fatal Push is gone. This is tough stuff. Is there any benefit to a Caracas, I wonder? Yeah, because they have Marin. Good for the Tamios, too. Then I think a Bolt Insect token. If they want Tamio gone, they're going to have to sacrifice their Knight. Or their Outland Liberator, I guess. I don't know. Yep. Oh, they want Opposition Agent gone. Okay. Well, if I hit a land here, I can just K-command it back. Bayou is the draw. But also they could get Blast Zone and just activate it immediately if they don't want me to ultimate Tamio. That does take time, though. Choosing to not do that. Alright, how about it? Oh wait, I already had the land. I'm so dumb. I don't want to draw a land anymore. Let's see. They do have enough mana to Get Blast Zone and play it. So, but not if they sacrifice a land and don't get another one back, so let's just go for it. Okay, they do have one unknown in hand, unfortunately. Hope it's not swords. Okay, cool. It's Green Sun Zenith, which they probably did not want. I think I'll take a Wasteland now. So this is pretty cool. Now they can't cast Loam, get Blast Zone, and play it. Or activate it, I mean. Because that's 3. Yeah. Might be looking at a Tamiyo Ultimate here. Ah, Ramanab Excavator. It's a scary card. A super scary card. Block there. Force of Will. I think I'll draw 20 cards. 21 cards. Didn't hit too much. I mean, we did hit from the Catacombs, which is nice. And Bolt, so that's important. Bolt there. And yeah, I was hoping to hit like a Shieldred's Edict, which I guess I can waterlog Teachings for. I got a better idea though. Let's grab Grist. And that's good enough for them. Cool. What a crazy pledge drive this has been. We got to From the Catacombs at Grist, Ultimate at Tamiyo. Phones are ringing off the hook. I made a really bad play against that thing, but so far people are still calling in.
Why you don't play Burn is weird, but I guess you found the deck you really love. Not as much as I love chili dogs, though, when I knew you were the kind of fucker who plays blue decks. Alright, hasta la vista.
Alright, the sun has risen. Things still going on. Phone's ringing. We're up against Fenris Cloud. All the celebrities are coming out for the pledge drive. I'll keep this. Last time we faced each other, it was during a challenge, and I had similarly worked so late the night before that I slept through 15 minutes about of my chess clock and had to scramble to win. Luckily, they were on Jeskai control, and I was able to take it home. That's a Patreon exclusive match right now, so if you want to see that, and you'll want to see it, consider joining the Patreon. No, for now we can just focus on subs. So, I mean, this player is famous for playing Infect, but Infect's not really a deck right now. Just in case, though, I mean, Island Ponder could be Infect. You never really know. I'll take the Bolt. If not, I can, like, bolt a Tamiyo or something. Yeah, Prismatic Vista does feel a lot like Jeskai control. TBH. Oh my goodness. Thought sees you. That's fine. Jeskai it is. Pretty strong hand. Not gonna lie. We can ignore that back to basics for the most part, but yeah, this is just like bomb on bomb on bomb. Tamiyo's the only one I can really answer one for one even. So what? Should I just take Narset? Yeah, take Narset. And did they hide something on top even? Maybe Force a Will? That's fine. In fact, I'm pretty grateful for that. Okay. Another bolt. Not terribly exciting. Another Thoughtseize is, though. So is Kaito. So maybe put back... I kind of need a creature to enable this ninjutsu, though, so... If I just Thoughtseize the other Narset and force it to Fairy, maybe I can just, like, slam Kaito. Which means... probably put back this Lotus Petal and Bolt, maybe? I don't know. That's tough. This Lotus Petal would only allow me to cast Kaito if they don't cast Back to Basics next turn, so I'm not going to fight over Back to Basics. So yeah, let's put back Bolt, I think. But I feel like they're just not going to spend their time casting Back to Basics now. They're seeing more basics. Swords of Plowshares is totally fine. Okay. If everything goes wrong, like, I can usually answer to Fairy before it draws 2 cards, but Narset's a little harder. Oh, they did it anyways. Yeah, sure. It's a little rough, but, I mean, it's kind of like Stone Rain. Guess I could have cast a Fairy that turn, but it also kind of feels like... Yeah, it's not quite Time Lock, but it's definitely like Stone Rain. And I can live with that. I can live with Stone Rain. Brainstorm. Shoot, I was really hoping for... What's it called? You know, Orcish Bowmasters. That's fine, though. Force Pitch Brainstorm, I think. Right? I don't know. Yeah, I'll Force Pitch Brainstorm. Quite a few unknowns over there. Wish it was a... Jace or Ral. That's okay. Hexproof is going to be really big here. We have enough force backup. Feeling pretty good. Without Teferi, those Ravs are going to have a hard time beating Kaito. And now we're just going to draw a bunch of cards. Graveyard, though. For that lot. Okay. Here's our final basic, which gives us hardcast force. Our very own Narset. That's pretty good. I'll keep the Ponder. Up that blue card count. I assume they probably have a force at this point. No. They might just have a bunch of swords and wraths and stuff. Wow, what a selection. Take Liliana, I think. Okay, they're gonna get a land drop. They have a lot of cards in hand. And they need to surveil pretty badly. They need to get out of this. To the extent that that land's not gonna untap. Bowmasters is great. Take Cling. Smash for 4. Lethal next turn. I don't have time to cast Jace. We get a Brainstorm for our troubles, that's nice. I'm gonna Ponder. Yeah, I'll just take removal spells at this point. I don't really know what else could go wrong. Okay. It's nice to have a little time to breathe in this matchup. So, Jeskai control. Didn't see Galvanic Discharge, but Wrath of the Skies is kind of just good enough on its own. We didn't see Tune the Narrative either. But yeah, Narset to Fairy. We want Red Blast. It's kind of sad we only have 2. Thoughtseize is great. Flash creatures are great. I guess from the Catacombs is pretty great too, because they're going to be able to like red blast some of our creatures now, or even like the Wraths will also put them in the graveyard. So from the Catacombs actually becomes better than you'd think. Can trim one land. Can trim. I don't really know if I can trim Lightning Bolt. I only have 2 red blasts. Usually 6 is the number I'm looking for like Tameo or residual Narset Teferi answers. Bad answers to Teferi and Narset. I think they'll have Blue Blast though, so we can trim on Fable. Probably Ral. I don't think I need that many bombs. Actually having bombs is pretty important here, because they're going to have bombs. The old Just Guy Jam philosophy. So that makes Shieldred's Edict also a little less appealing. Brazen Bar was not great. Yeah. If I had one more Red Blast in addition to all these bombs, I'd be feeling pretty good. But that's not the point of the Pledge Drive. The Pledge Drive is to just get in all the most ridiculous cards. It's like a season finale. Boy, what a season we've had. Yeah, we'll trim that, and then... I don't know, maybe Liliana's not great. I've always kind of liked the card against Jeskai control, but I feel like Prismatic Ending makes it a little less attractive when they're not really playing X1s. Maybe the squirrels that come out of Comet, but I doubt Fenris Cloud is playing Comet. Looks good to me. Narset, Pyroblast, some basics. But I'm sure they set it out back to basics, like it's a pretty laughable card in the matchup. Tameo's good. If they force to protect it, I'm also not incredibly disappointed. But we'll go ahead and destroy it if we may. Okay. I'm not going to have Snap Pyroblast up in time to catch a Planeswalker, because they are on the play. But we do what we can. Okay, now they're kind of representing Red Blast, because I think they'd want to develop white before that. Bowmasters might be a pretty good play here. They have another island. There's Narset. I could Brainstorm now. Or I'd rather play Bowmasters, honestly. But if they force Bowmasters, they might not have a force to deal with Narset either. But they probably have Red Blast. I have Red Blast. I'm going to hold on to that Brainstorm. But I'll try and get this in before they pick up a force with this. Cool. Unless they're playing Solitude. I think I can attack this off the field. Have relative parity against this Narset. Okay, they still playing back to basics. Really happy to see that. Maybe they just don't have anything else to bring in. I don't know. What do I do? I think I'll just hold up Snap Pyroblast. I hope they play back to basics next turn. You got it. Now we'll push some damage. Probably should just play Narset, right? Or can I get to a... Okay, I'm just gonna hold up Pyroblast until they deal with my pressure, I guess. I don't know. Seems pretty good. Teferi. That's a good card to Red Blast. Then I'll have even more pressure. Okay, that's not going to untap. Yeah, I've been that. Multiple back to basics even. It's wild. Now we're hitting for 4 turn. Disgusting. Let's throw in the Narset. Let's Lotus Petal that land. Hell yeah. Probably just Thoughtseize right now, right? Lotus Petal another land though? Let's just take Lightning Bolt. I think we can end this game kind of quickly. Because they have a lot, there's a lot of stuff they have to deal with. They need double white to Wrath. Narset, sure. Gotta be patient. Although the damage that Bolt would do is equivalent to the amount of damage I have to put on Narset, so I might as well just Bolt Narset. Folks, I don't know what's happening. The phones are going crazy. The phones are going crazy. The pledge drive has resulted in a possible trophy match? Who could have planned this? Oh man, what do I do? Everyone at Kisau headquarters is losing their mind over here.
Hey Teddy, it's your pal Beavis calling in to congratulate you on the 1,000 subs. Cornholio may need TP for Bunghold, but Jones needs Snapcaster for his Colligan's command.
Alright, phones are going wild. We're up against someone who's also 4-0. And we have an Island Ponder, so we'll keep. They're also going to go Island Ponder. What could we be up against, I wonder? Thoughtseize. Well, that'll be good. So we'll cling to dust. Probably going to see Psychic Frog here. No surprises there. Probably going to get hit with Daze. So I guess I'm just going to concede a card to Psychic Frog, which does not feel great. Okay, we also have Force of Will now. Can probably put back Jace and Ral, I think. Yeah. Now it's Thoughtseize. Okay, so they have Double Entomb and Animate Dead. That's freaking crazy. And Fatal Push and Psychic Frog. So they didn't have the Daze. That's tough. But also we didn't have the Force of Will. Entomb is card disadvantage. If you just, if I just take an Animate Dead here, I don't know, but I also have Cling to Dust. I'd have to draw a land, at which point I can just, like, force. So I'm kind of feeling taking Fatal Push here. Yeah. Wait, that doesn't really make sense, though. I do need to beat this frog somehow. I could just take Animate Dead, but Cling to Dust lines up against that. But if I don't draw a land, I'm going to want to just play Baleful Strix anyways. So, and if I take Psychic Frog, they're kind of encouraged to cast Animate Dead next turn. But it's not like Cling to Dust won't have any value anyways in the future. So yeah, let's just take that. Besides, like, Animate Dead on Psychic Frog isn't the best thing to do, because you have to invest a card off the bat to get going. So they're going to get a card off Psychic Frog, but we're going to have to just kind of hope to pretend that these two Entombs are, like, not really there, you know? They did draw the lands, so I guess we will be casting Force of Will this turn. Kind of takes our safety away. Wait, what did I take? I took Psychic Frog. So it should be Entomb, Fatal Push, and... Oh, right, they drew off Psychic Frog, duh. Card's good, folks. I miss on land, but maybe Strix can hook it up. And if not that, maybe it can hook it up with a Force or something. Snapcaster Mage, not great. Things are a little rough right now. Yep. Probably not going to win this one, but we'll see. Brainstorm. I feel like I'm not really moving ahead if I don't make a land drop, but at the same time, like, yeah. Just not even close. Cool. So nimble and probably snapped for later. Give them another card off Psychic Frog, and then we can tap it down with Kaito and maybe start to pull ahead here, but yeah, things are a little rough. I could have actually punished that. But now maybe they'll go for a Brainstorm. They shuffle. Can maybe get a few cards out of them here. I don't know. Okay, this is kind of really important to me. I don't know. Because I need to get Kaito in. They also just might have another one. I don't know. I think we're so far behind that I do need to leverage this, and then if it doesn't work, we can probably just go to the next game, right? Oh, it worked. Jump. I'm also down on Cling to Dust right now if they ever reanimate for Atraxa, but these are things you can't really always afford to worry about, you know? Island's back and they're passing. Okay. Force of Will, not bad. Swing in. Ninjutsu. Wish you were a blue card. Alas. Tap down the frog. Do I get a chance to pull ahead here? And they're just passing. Waterlogged Teachings. That's a blue card for Force. So let's just try and go wild here. Top. Yeah. Wasteland. Float a black. Play a Bowmasters. We know they have Entomb. Reanimate's kind of off, but not really. It's a little bit off. Yeah, I feel like their Busto lines are kind of under wraps. Petty Theft that. What if I just force? I have a Ponder coming up. Frog does untap next turn. We know they have Entomb. I'm gonna try this. Forcing back. Okay. Yes. So their last card is Entomb. So let's see here. I think this is a weird case where I ponder first. Shuffle that. Damn it. Okay. Put them to 2. Find something good? Yeah. All right. Taking game 1 off Reanimator is pretty nice. Are they gonna go down on removal? Because they know what I'm up to here? Fatal Push, Surgical, Red Blast. I think they're gonna leave in Fatal Push to try and bust through Strix and stuff like that. Liliana, not really for this matchup. They have Wasteland, but they don't really want to use it all that much. Can probably cut the big stuff, unfortunately, minus Kaito. Kaito can stay. Fable is kind of weird. Kolaghan's command is really hard to leverage because one of the modes might actually do something we don't want it to. Thoughtseize I actually do like against this deck because they code switch so much. Opposition Agent. Anything with Flash is pretty nice. I think we could be a pretty good frog deck too, but like I said, I'm pretty sure they're going to leave in their Fatal Push and stuff. Also, Consigned Memory is kind of cool, but not that cool. It's a little cool. On the play, maybe we can get a little more aggressive, but right now, I think I just need to, like, stop whatever they're trying to do, and then take over with, like, Kaito, Bowmasters, Tamio, something like that. Just have all my cheap interaction. Just whatever they're trying to do, don't let them do it. I usually side out a land as well. Whoops. Yeah, it looks pretty good. We're missing a blue card pretty much, and then we're good. But we have the Cling, and we have the Edict. Okay, there's the blue card. Wonderful. If they have Entomb Reanimate and can back it up with Force and Daze, then, like, sure. But that is a Surveil. Brainstorm is good. That means no Psychic Frog, which makes me very happy. I'll take land 4. I also just want to wig out my opponent. Okay, they do shuffle eventually. There's a Wasteland. And then nothing. A little bit of backup for the combo half is nice. Also makes me feel like I can just cantrip up with Cling to Dust, which is also kind of funny. Why aren't they doing anything? Don't like it. Alright. Another Edict is nice. Still nothing. Well, I could just cast Opposition Agent. That would be kind of funny, right? Turn off their Entombs. Well, they could Entomb right now, but I'm ready for that. And I don't think they want to deal with this card. I'm sure they'd prefer to ignore it. Okay, that was a given. It's in. It's out. Play Tamio. Not a bad top deck, I got to say. Bowmasters. Always a tough card to beat. Reanimate my Opposition Agent. Does that matter all that much? I mean, a little bit. I don't know, it's annoying. Wouldn't mind an excuse to put Cling to Dust in the graveyard either. What's this? Sure. Something. Bayou Groff. I have an Edict for that. It's kind of a ways off, though. If I could just force this and be done with it, I would not mind. Cool. We'll block. Thoughtseize. Daze is pretty annoying, isn't it? I'll make a clue. Gotta be a little careful. Don't want to lose too much life. Really would not mind a land drop. I'll extract those. Daze. I'll pay. Oh my god. I could have played around this by paying life. But I thought it was so ridiculous that they would hit 2 of those. Okay. Well, I guess if I draw land, I can double edict, but yeah, God, that's annoying. Bolt. Ah, that works too. Alright. Make more clues. So I have an edict for the next threat. But yeah, things are just a little nutty until I get land, you know? Could really use some land over here. Because that would also give me an escaped cling to dust. Oh my, thank God. Oh my, thank God. Red Blast. Shut down that Orc army. No Brazen Barber. Wasteland. Tell ya, that swamp could not have come a moment too soon. I'll keep going up, actually. With this Red Blast and this Edict, and Cling to Dust in the graveyard, I actually might be able to ultimate this Tamiya for the second time in this league. Such a thing possible? Be kind of funny. But also walking like right into Bowmasters would be kind of insane. GG's. Holy crap. The phones are going crazy. I can't take it. Oh man. GG's, J Lady. I think that, well, it doesn't really do anything to balance her record because you usually always beat me. But, oh man, how auspicious on this day that we are doing the pledge drive to 1,000 subs that we even get a trophy. I think that is a sign of good fortune. I think it's time to go take a look at what all of our hard work has wrought, because we're turning off the phones now. Yeah, turn them off. And the league is over. The pledge drive has concluded. Great work, everyone. Thanks for subbing. If you did, time to go see how many subs that we got.
What?